What is the lifecycle of a React component? Every tutorial lists mounting, updating, and unmounting. But in modern React the lifecycle is not a set of methods, it is two engine phases, and that is exactly what interviewers want to hear. Here is the core idea. Every component goes through three stages: it mounts, it updates, and eventually it unmounts. But under the hood, React drives all of them with two engine phases. The render phase computes what the next UI should look like. The commit phase applies those changes to the real DOM. Let's see it in code. On mount, React calls your component function, computes the JSX, and commits it to the DOM. Only then does React run your useEffect with an empty dependency array, the modern componentDidMount. The function you return from it is the cleanup. React calls it when the component unmounts, your component will unmount. Updates follow the same pipeline. When props, state, or context change, React re-renders the component and runs reconciliation, diffing the new element tree against the previous one. Then the commit phase applies the minimal DOM updates, and finally effects whose dependencies changed run again. Now the part that separates juniors from seniors. The render phase must stay pure, no HTTP requests, no DOM mutations, no setState calls. React may run it multiple times, interrupt it, or restart it, especially with concurrent rendering. The commit phase is the opposite, it touches the real DOM, runs your effects, and cannot be interrupted. One more timing detail. useLayoutEffect runs synchronously after the DOM update but before the browser paints, that is where you measure layout safely. useEffect runs after paint, so it never blocks the frame. Mix them up and you get flicker and layout thrashing. And a caveat that confuses everyone. In React 18 strict mode, effects run twice in development. React intentionally mounts, unmounts, and remounts your component to surface unsafe side effects. It is not a bug, it is a stress test for your cleanup logic. Here is the interview-ready answer. React first computes what should be rendered, the render phase, including reconciliation, then the commit phase applies the DOM updates. Layout effects run before paint, passive effects run after paint. The render phase can be interrupted, the commit phase cannot, so side effects belong in effects, never in render. And the mental model to keep. 2 steps. The render phase computes the changes, the commit phase applies them. Mount, update, and unmount are simply consequences of these 2 phases. That is all for today. If this video helped you see the component lifecycle as render and commit phases instead of a list of class methods, hit the like button and subscribe. If you want to be able to explain React like this in an interview, check the link below. A new React deep dive drops every week. See you in the next one. Bye bye.